I mean, a couple big days, obviously, a couple overtimes, back-to-backs and things like that. So, he saved us from going into, overtime or anything like that. So, I mean, big goal by him, but great team effort. I mean, the last couple games we've been down by a couple goals, and we just fought back super hard, and, everyone's going. And, it just feels like everyone finds that, you know, peace of mind where they're like, we need these wins. We got to battle back here, and it's a team effort. Obviously, Reddy stood in his head, too. So yeah, it was a great game.
You're a humble kid, but hearing the crowd chant your name throughout the whole entire night, just what is that? How much more fuel does that give you?
Hey, if I wasn't playing a game, I'd be smiling and super happy. But I got to stay dialed in as much as I can. But when I hear that with the crowd, that gets me super fired up, and it's so fun. I want to score every night, as many goals as I can. If I hear that every night. But obviously, it's such a team effort at the end of the day. Guys finding me, and all I have to do is put on net. So, I mean, it's really it's not me. It's a team effort, like I said.
How important was it with not as many home games now going back on the road to find a way to get a big win here before going to California?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, run a little bit of a streak right now. We got to keep it going. We got to find things that we can get better at. We got to keep doing the things we're doing good at. But yeah, I mean, like I said before, I sound pretty repetitive, but we need these wins. It's a tight race, and every point matters. So we're just gonna keep rolling, keep it focused in here, and keep having fun.
Just what does 20 goals mean to you? That's a milestone for any player, let alone a defenseman.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think that's 20 goals of a team right there, and I wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for these guys, and they made it such an easy transition to just come in the NHL and come into a team that I didn't know a lot of people on before coming here as an 18-year-old, and coming in and them just bringing me in with welcoming arms, and it's just so fun to play with them and gain chemistry and keep it going through the season.
How key is it for you to try to shoot between guys' legs? It seems like you're really good at just getting.
Yeah, I try to as much as I can. Sometimes it might not work, but you just got to find the lanes. Get on net at the end of the day too. Some goalies could be shaky, so they're not pretty goals like tonight. I'll take any goals. So obviously they're not pretty, and sometimes people are like, oh, how'd it go in? Top shelf, but yeah, I'll take any goal. What comes.
I think he puts himself in positions to score, and regardless of if he got a bounce or two, he's putting himself there and he's getting the puck through to the net, and he does that night in and night out, and that's why you see him the last few especially, he's putting it in the net because he's starting to find those lanes better and better, and his game's only going to grow. But even in this short period of time, it looks like he came back and has just continued to see the ice so well.
Just take me through your game winner.
Finally got a puck I like tonight. It was one of those nights that we just had to stick with it. Our line was, that's kind of how we've communicated sometimes when it's not going or things aren't going well, that we don't quit on the game. We're going to find a way and get put out there with 50 seconds left in our zone, and we found a way to get it. Just was able to get around the D-man there and slide it past him.
How infectious is Matthew's energy, this style of play? Does it rub off on you guys?
Of course it does. There's a buzz in the air when he touches the puck, and he's creating so much, and he's all over the ice offensively and defensively, and there's no doubt we feed off that.
How much were you looking forward to getting back in front of this home crowd for the first time in a month?
Yeah, it's been a long time, and I think we were excited to get home because we've been winning hockey games, and our fans support us, and they bring that energy, and that helps us immensely in these games. There's nothing better than a sellout crowd here at UBS, and especially when they're going at our backs.
Anders, you've been here through so many types of seasons. What's it like to score a goal like that last minute?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's fun. That's why we play the game. Like I said, it was one of those nights. Kind of the pucks were tough and not a lot out there, especially early, and creating wasn't easy to come by. So to get one felt like we earned it, and excited and relieved, and it's a big 2 points for us. We're putting our push on, and we got teams behind us that are chasing, and we got to keep putting as much space as we can, and take it game by game.
I know you guys have been resilient. Just what have you noticed early on in the last couple of games, just in terms of breakouts and just the starts?
I thought we got better as the game went on tonight. I thought we were able to break their forecheck early. They put, for how skilled they are, they play an extremely simple game, and that's very effective, and that's why they've won the last 2 years. They're the best at it right now, and I thought that showed, especially early in the game. how well they play the right way. And once we started doing that, it started to work for us too. But it's tough to break sometimes.
Well, it's just kind of feel like it's the summation of the season for you guys. The kid does something impressive, and the old guard chips in.
I mean, like, I think, like I said earlier, I mean, we're just getting contributions from everybody. Goaltending all the way up, every single line's, contributing in some sort of way, and obviously Schaef's, is arguably one of the better defensemen in the league already at 18 years old. So, we're lucky to have him, and he's been a huge part of our success this year. That's for sure.
Anders' game has understandably changed as his career has sort of progressed here, but just how gratifying is a night like this to see him come up with that kind of moment? For
sure. I mean, and he does little things away from the puck too that go unnoticed, and his ability to get to the net and create havoc out front, and then he shows off his speed there, and burns a guy wide and buries it, and in such a big way for us. So he's been great for us all year, and to see him get rewarded for a play like that at the end of a game and a big game like this, it definitely feels good to see.
20 goals for a defenseman or any player is a milestone. I mean, for a defenseman and a rookie defenseman to score 20 in this league, I mean, can you just put that into words?
No, I can't. I can't remember watching an 18-year-old do what he's doing, especially as a D-man. It's phenomenal. It's fun to watch. Thank God he's on our team, in so many ways, and we're lucky to have him, and I think he's just going to continue to keep getting better and better. So.
I know you guys are asked this on a nightly basis now, but what makes you so comfortable down 2-0 or 1 goal, 2 goals, whatever it is?
Yeah, I mean, we can't get used to it. I think obviously we'd like to get off to a little bit better start here and play with a lead. But I just think the resiliency of this group. Our work ethic, our belief in here that no matter what gets thrown at us, we don't get down on ourselves or feel sorry for ourselves. We just get right back up and continue to keep fighting. And it's a big reason why we get these wins.
Patrick, just how much fun is it to see Schaefer doing what he's doing?
Yeah, it's. I don't know how many times I said the word impressive, but hey, he's doing things very special out there. I mean, his quality of decisions making are impressive as well. I mean, he's jumping in those plays, and right now he's shooting with confidence. So as a result, scored a couple goals today. One was a lucky one because it bounced against the crossbar, hit the back of the leg of the goalie. But the second one was a nice play at the entry. I think it was by Barzy, or I can't remember who made that play, but it was a nice goal. He was jumping in the rush. So he's and what I love is his gap at the blue line. He was really good and defending really well. So I mean, it was. And made a really good save in that first period on the wraparound. So it was a great game. He played really well, but I thought it was a really solid team effort. Like the Bo's line was flying, it was skating well with Barzy and Palat, and I thought they had a strong game. I mean, I thought it was a great goal by Lazy. I mean, on that one, I mean, coming around like Blad and beating him to the net. I mean, it was great. And again, 0-2 coming back and win the game again. I mean, I hope it's something we're going to do every night. But I mean, I love the fact that we don't change our game. We stay focused and we do what we have to do. And coming back 2 times against these guys is deserve a lot of credit for that.
I know it may not have been the easiest game for Riddick, but what does it say about him, the way he rebounded and how well?
Totally
he played
agree
in the
with
third?
you. Totally agree with you. I mean, it was not his best game, but it was not always my best game. And sometimes you got to battle it and fight through, and that's what he did. He made some really good save in that third period, allow us to stay with it. And back-to-back games while the team is waiting for you, I mean, it's always tough. So in the third, we needed him, and he did the job.
Patrick, Anders' role has understandably sort of changed over the years or as his career has progressed. Just how satisfying is a moment like this for him? And even
The way he's been playing the last 3-4 games? Yeah, I'm sure it is for him. I mean, scored big goals for us in Montreal. I mean, when we pulled a goalie, I mean, in Columbus, I mean, in front of the net. I mean, tonight again, I mean, that line's been playing really well for us. I mean, with Pager and Simon, they click really well, and they work really well together. So, I mean, but yeah, it is. it's nice to see someone be rewarded with, you know, the way he's playing, how hard he's playing every day, but he's been a great mentor for a lot of guys and showing great leadership. So nice.
To stay with that line, Simon Holmstrom has 9 points in his last 9 games. Has he exceeded expectations?
Not at all. We knew how good he was, and for some reason, him and Pager are playing so well together, and it allows. I mean, they play a great matchup as well. You know, like tonight they play most of the night against the Bennett or against Rodriguez line, and they play really well.
One of the main focuses for you since coming here has been the mental aspect of the game. Was this a full circle moment? Multiple guys said that after Reinhardt scored that there was no panic, no one flinched. Do you think that's the culmination of a lot of hard work behind the scenes to get to that point?
I think that the plan was, and it's something that I guess it's almost like you see, you know, the seed, and then you let it grow. And I mean, we talk about joy, we talk about compassion, we talk about bold, and we wanted to be bold and play with that swagger and that belief that we could, you know, win those games. And late in the third period or in the third period, and so I feel like right now we have that energy that, you know, like sometimes, I mean, you look at games and like example last night in Columbus, I mean, we went in the third period and our energy level went up, and the same thing I thought today. I mean, we maintained, even if it was a back-to-back game, I mean, I felt like we maintained that energy level, and that's pretty impressive. But I think a lot of come from, I feel like when you always have to push, you know, like at the end it's probably more, you're getting more tired of it than if right now you feel good about yourself, you play, you short shift, and the length of our shift, and on. And I just feel like our mindset is so good, and you know, I feel like we brought our standard to a higher level, and standard basically our habits, and our habits are very good, and I think that creates our DNA.
Obviously, you guys used the first overall pick on Schaefer, so there were some.
Why would you want us to do something different?
No. I'm saying you obviously had some expectations for him, but could you and Matthew have expected what he's doing?
No, I mean, nobody could. Come on, the kid played 16 or 17 games last year. I mean, you could not, you know, guess that he would have the year he's having, but we knew he had a lot of talent. So, I mean, it's and what he's been doing, I mean, what I really love, and that's what, I don't know who I said that to, but we took our time. You know, we start with Maisie third pairing, and then we start second power play, just to see where he was. And every day he's beating those expectations. And right now he's playing some solid hockey for us. I mean, he's been a leader on the back end, even at such a young age. But he's so grounded and he's so mature. I mean, it's impressive to watch.
You played with and against a lot of really good players in your career.
Yeah.
Does he share any kind of character traits, any kind of approach that with some of those guys you played with or against?
Well, he's it's hard for me to go there, to quite honestly. I mean, I play with Robinson, Chelios. I mean, I play with Ray Borg, Rob Blake, Adam Foote. I mean, all these guys. I mean, I was pretty lucky as a goaltender to play in front of so many, you know, great defensemen. It's only a year, so I'm not gonna go say example compared to Ray Bork, who played over 20 years. But I mean, Schaefer is Schaefer, and he's gonna learn. And a career is a career, isn't it? It's a long time. So I mean, but right now he should enjoy the ride because he's playing so well.
Obviously, you guys have been pretty resilient over these last 3 games, like you mentioned. But what do you have to clean up earlier in these games to kind of get to your game?
Clean up.
Maybe in terms of, you know, the breakouts in the neutral zone, things like that.
Yeah. For some reason, it's always a little different in the way that, Example, I thought against Montreal, even if we were trailing, I thought we were playing a good game, and same thing against Columbus. We were trailing. Columbus was a little different, but I feel like better we're going to be on our breakouts. I think better we're going to be our D-zone coverage. I think our expected goals against are a little bit high because we made a little too many turnovers. If we could cut, because you know how it works. You make turnovers, technically it's a scoring chance. So if we do a better job there, I think we're going to, because we're doing so well on our rush. Example, rush, we're in top 5 in the league. But breakout, we're in the bottom of the league. So if we could clean up there, I think that's going to help our game a lot.